Right, I haven't done a video for a while, a long while. This is my new bike. It's not a replacement for the FZ1, it's a second bike. I was after something different. I definitely wanted a small bike. I was thinking about 3 or 400cc. I was looking at the Versys 300. Quite fancied something like that, but I didn't want to spend much money, to be honest. I wanted to spend a couple of grand, so I was looking at second-hand ones. Those Versys 300 aren't really old enough to get any good deals, so I've ended up with this, and it is a Herald Maverick 125. Now, ideally, I would have had something bigger than a 125. I think this in a 250 would be brilliant. Sadly, they don't do it in a 250. There are rumours they might, but they don't yet. Anyway, so I love it. I've had it for a week, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. List price for this is 2,600. I got it for 2,300. I just think it's really, really good. Have I done any modifications? It had a Maverick 125 sticker there. I've replaced it with a gold sticker. They're just door stickers, house door stickers. They cost me £2. Same to the other side. It's 10 brake horsepower, which isn't a lot. 60 maximum speed, 60 miles an hour. Annoyingly, the main bit of the speedo is in kilometers an hour, which is annoying. And I just think, as it's a British company, I know these are all built in China, and there's one basically exactly the same. The Bullit Hero is basically the same bike. I just think for the UK market, they could at least put a speedo on that is mainly miles per hour, with the odometer reading miles per hour, because that's kilometres, which is annoying when you think about service intervals and stuff. The tyres, I think a lot of people replace them. These are sort of cheapo Kingstone ones. I actually think they're alright on the road. The bike handles beautifully. I mean, obviously it's so light. It's like pushing around a heavy mountain bike. It feels so light. I think the styling is amazing. I think it's the nicest looking 125 on the market. And I thought I would just do a little video, because when I was looking on YouTube, there's not a lot of very useful videos about this bike. I know obviously people have the thing about Chinese bikes, but there's a lot of good big brands that have having bikes made in India and China and stuff now. So I think we need to put that snobbery behind us. I think when the first Japanese bikes came out, people were snobby about them as well. Look, they've got the best reputation now. So, but for the money, if I have a couple of years of fun on this, it's worth every penny. It's got some really nice details. These anodized adjusters on the forks. I like that brace there. It had a crappy Herald foam bit there. Took that off as well. Funny enough, I did have a smaller number plate for it, and I've been out for a ride today. Got back to my bike, no number plate. And I was looking at my photos that I'd taken, gone. So I looked all the way the roads back. I don't think anyone's taken any, because it was in a nice, busy touristy spot. I think it just vibrated off because the fixings weren't they weren't really long enough. Because I had to put a little washer in, because this is big enough to be bent over those screws, and the small one wasn't. So as it is, I'm going to keep it now. This, I wondered about taking this off, but I actually think it looks alright. Actually, it suits the style of the bike. The dealership only had this one grey in, so I could have had the choice of the other colours. It's like silver, black, I think there's a dark green, blue and a red, but that would have been 2,600 then. I thought for 300 quid extra, it's not worth it. There was one tiny paint chip on the. So it's basically a sort of shop soiled bike. It had 5 kilometres on it. For saving for 300 quid, definitely worth it. Yeah, they do a Supermoto pack for the tyres, so you can get a smaller, smaller front wheel, and then nicer set of tyre like road tyres. But I actually think these are pretty good on the road, and they've got some decent off-road capability. I mean, I've never done any off-road on a motorbike before. I used to do quite a lot of mountain biking, so I sort of know how to handle bikes off-road. And this honestly handles really nice because it's so light and big knobby tyres, and the suspension is, I'm impressed, really impressed. Fit and finishing, I'm not sure how that's going to last. The spokes, ideally I don't have bikes, I mean, it goes with the style, but they're a nightmare. I can see them rusting, but we'll see. The pipe looks lovely. It's got like nice chunky foot pegs, off-roady type foot pegs. I think the tank capacity is 10 litres and it's meant to do about 80 miles per gallon. So pretty cheap motoring. Annoyingly, the insurance is double the price of my Phaser because I've got no claims because I'm using my no claims on my Phaser. So I've had to start fresh with this, but there you go. But other than that, I just think it's a fantastic looking bike, and there isn't really anything I want to do to it now. I will get some new tyres at some point, but I'm going to get my money's worth out of these, and I'll still get some with off-roading type capability, a sort of dual purpose tyre. But honestly, I don't think I get anything else. I've just looked at the bulb, and I've not ridden it at night, and I probably won't ride it at night. The headlight's not very good. Just a basic halogen. Rear one looks quite nice. LEDs. It's like a little push bike light, but that is quite nice. I'll do a startup, I suppose. It sounds really nice. Oh, clutching. I think that sounds brilliant. It sounds a lot meatier than any other 125s I've heard. Yeah, so far I'm really impressed. If anyone's interested in this bike, drop me an email, a message through YouTube, whatever, because I was asking questions and I was looking for the answers on, and there's not a lot. And it's been out for, I think, 3 years now. I think they came out in 2017. And like I say, the Bullit Hero, from what I can work out, is exactly the same bike. I think this mudguardy thing is the only thing that's different. It hasn't got that. The seat height is high, and I'm 6'3" and a bit. I think that's 860. So that's going to put some people off. Although it does sink down quite a lot when you sit on it, and it's a very slim seat. My mate had no trouble getting on it. He's about 5'9", I would say. I think 5'7", 8 upwards, you'd be fine. And you can have it lowered. I actually want it raised because, like I say, I'm tall and it could do with being a little bit higher. But I went for this bike because of the tall seat height. Otherwise, I would look ridiculous on it. And they do the sort of cafe racer type ones, and they look lovely, but really low seat height. So I went for this bad boy. So yeah, mightily impressed. Obviously, we'll see how it lasts. I haven't got a garage, so it's going to be out under a cover, but it's going to be out all year round, although there might be a garage I can put it in the winter. But to be honest, I'm going to use it in the winter. I want to be doing some off-roading. I want to take it out in the snow. I think these tyres will be brilliant for the snow. Whether the bike will take it getting bashed around in that kind of weather. I don't know, but this is a pure fun machine for me, and it's so different from my FZ1, and that's what I needed. Well, not needed, that's what I really wanted. Just something fun to mess around on. So I'll switch off for now and I'll put it back on. I'm just about to do a little bit of dirt tracks and stuff. So see you in a minute. Right, I think we're on. It's been a lovely day today, but just for a couple of showers now. Never mind. It sounds really good. I don't know whether that's coming out on the mic. I shall find out when I edit this video. Yeah, just doing a little off-roady track. It's unsuitable for motor vehicles. I'm hoping, I'm not going to drop it, but you can have to roll it out. I am going to take it pretty easy. It absolutely tipped it down yesterday, so there's possible for some big muddy puddles, but we'll see. It's alright for now. Nice people. Yeah, I don't know what this will look like on video. I mean, it's a big farm track. Obviously, pretty much only get tractors down here, train spotters because it goes down to the old Great Central Railway. So they come out photographing the steam trains, but it's pretty. Yeah, it's got some big ruts, and I'm hoping I haven't dirtied my dragging jeans because I've only just cleaned these. Didn't think this through. But yeah, I mean these tyres I think are brilliant on this kind of track. These bikes would be fantastic in little off-road races, I think. Oh, got me that one. I've already had two of my mates talking now about getting little bikes like this. They're well impressed, and they don't even ride. Obviously, it's a 125, so they just need to do their one day CBT and they could be onto this bad boy. Like I said, if me and my mates had 3 of these and holiday away, camping or whatever, it'd be fantastic. Great fun. Especially if we could go somewhere where there's plenty of green lanes. So that was that. Like I say, I'm really, really happy with this bike. Yeah, drop me a message if you want to know anything about it. And hopefully at some point I will do another video. Maybe a long-term owner's video. Tell you about all the rust. Hopefully not. Okay. Cheers.